just update because I feel like this would be a good thing to tell people. Alright, side note from what I wanted to say is this is what I've been using lately. Because my lips are burning, and I was listening to Callan Jack's, her video, when she talked about her lips cracking and like the inside of her mouth burning, and how that was like a yeast infection that she said was sometimes common with people that were on antibiotics. And I was on a lot of antibiotics for this actual surgery, but it isn't in my mouth. I mean, that itching gum thing is going on, but this is more like for days, probably the whole time, my lips have been burning. And it doesn't help that I keep licking them. There's like this spot that is like a bone spur. They told me there was like a bone spur poking out where they had taken out this molar, and they said to actually take it out with tweezers, like a fish bone or something, like you could pull it out eventually after some healing has occurred. That totally freaked me out. And she was like, but when you come in 6 months, we can deal with that. I was like, oh my goodness. So more is revealed on a regular basis with this hybrid denture surgery. But what I wanted to share, because maybe this might help someone. So this is a little bit past 2 weeks now. So Thursday was my 2-week mark from the surgery, and today is Saturday, so it's 2 days after that. And this morning I woke up through a series of events that occurred that just kept, I don't know if it triggered it or if this is just part of the healing for me. It is, because this is what happened. And maybe other people might go through this, but I had like a genuine big fat meltdown. Emotional meltdown. This stuff might be on, you might be seeing this on my lips because it turns kind of white. Anyway, God, this has definitely not been the most attractive period of my life. That's for sure. Between trying to grow out my gray hair, my white hair, au naturel for my 50th birthday, and oh my God, all this denture stuff. I kind of feel like I have buck teeth right now. I don't know if that's going to resolve with, I don't know. Anyway, at the 6-month thing when I go in, I have a lot of questions. But back to the meltdown. It was just an emotional meltdown this morning, and I ended up calling in the troops. You know, I called a bunch of friends and just needed some support and love and kindness. And people were reflecting back to me that this is a pretty big deal, you know. It's a very long surgery that I went through, many hours. And all my teeth were extracted that looked like this. So my teeth look like this before the extraction. So these are the dentures that look exactly like my old teeth. But just the psychological stuff that goes on and all the fears about this not working, maybe possibly not working, or maybe having issues. And I know everybody, can have those fears, whatever their issues are. But not sleeping, waking up in the middle of the night to take the meds, the Advil and the Tylenol, and alternating them, it's just driving me bonkers, like trying to keep the time straight and trying to wake up to take the meds. And if I don't, I wait and I wake up naturally, and then I'm in a lot of pain, so I'm trying to do that, but I don't know. I feel like my brain's not working. I just feel like it's been 2 weeks and I'm tired and I'm run down and weary, and between my gums incessant itching from healing, I think, and my lips burning and not being able to eat, I'm still just not using my teeth like teeth. I'm still, just eating very soft things like ice cream and Jell-O and mashed potatoes and stuff. And then it's frustrating because I'm a salt person. I like salty food and crunchy food, and I'm eating soft, sweet food. Totally opposite of what I like. So anyway, my heart goes out to people if you have a meltdown. That's the bottom line. Is I had a big old fat meltdown this morning. I was just crying and on a pity pot and trying to find gratitude. And my dog is barking. But trying to find gratitude for goodness sakes, I live in Hawaii and it's absolutely beautiful, and my husband made the whole house look Christmassy, and there's absolutely no reason other than I'm tired and I'm worn down and I'm just sensitive. I'm a sensitive person normally, probably a hypersensitive person normally. So to have a meltdown at 2 weeks is probably freaking normal. There you have it. I had one. Total bawling my eyes out. And just emotional about, I have issues going on in my life that make me emotional and sad, but that I'm powerless over. That frustrate me and make me sad, but I think at this kind of weakened state and also hungry and tired, I just reached out to people and told on myself and let people in. And so that's my biggest, suggestion is if you have a meltdown at 2 weeks or earlier or later, or even if you don't have your hybrid denture surgery and you just have a freaking meltdown, tell on yourself, let people know so they can comfort you and give you some love up on you, basically. And that's what happened. I basically let people know this morning, and they did. They told me, it's totally normal. You've been through a lot, and physically and emotionally, it's a lot. And it was nice to have people just confirm that while I'm crying, just to get some pity. I know it's I don't want to stay on a pity pot, but it's nice to get people, sympathy and compassion when I'm feeling low. So instead of trying to fake gratitude and joy or like get over myself or think that I should be stronger, I just feel like I should be real. So had a big old meltdown, and I feel like I got loved up on, and my husband's like, just get back in bed and watch Christmas movies or whatever, and it was good advice. And he's right now out shopping to get me some salty, smushy food. Like cottage cheese, what a concept. That would be good. With salt, or plain yogurt with salt. Like, that's something I would like. Instead of fruity, sweety things, I'm just so sick of it. I'm not that kind of person. I can't keep eating fruit yogurts and Jell-O and ice cream and gelato. It's like, it's grossing me out. And, I just beat myself up and think you should be grateful you can eat anything. And that's really good stuff. It's really good food. And take it all the way to some people don't have any food. And it's not helpful right now. I just need to take care of myself, be gentle with myself, and eat some cottage cheese with salt. That's a freaking rocket science idea. So, like I said, just wanted to check in case anybody else has that kind of thing going on, because I think emotions can arise when there's so much pain going on for such an extended amount of time. And right now I'm just still taking Advil and Tylenol, but if I skip a dose, I definitely feel it. So I'm trying to stay on top of it, and I think that way my whole system won't get stressed, which then impedes the healing. So I'm just trying to stay on top of it so my body will keep healing. And I still feel like I don't talk like I normally talk because of these bars in the inside, up and below. And yesterday I got some food stuck behind this arch. It was really painful, and so I haven't used the water pick yet because it doesn't feel, I'm not feeling ready for that. Like, it feels too tender and vulnerable. So I'm just trying to trust my gut. And when I talked with the dental assistant at the clinic, she was saying, yeah, you might wait 3 weeks. You just kind of have to see how it goes and be gentle. I've been doing a lot of salt water gargling, and I still have this stuff because I got 2 of them. So I'm still using the chlorhexidine gluconate oral rinse, antiseptic oral rinse that the surgeon had recommended or prescribed. And it's hot in Hawaii. It's hot in here. It's a freaking bathroom because the dog was barking. But that's Hawaii. I don't know if you can see. It's probably such a big glare because of the sun. But yeah. So anyway, my heart goes out to you if you have a meltdown. It sucks to have a meltdown, but it's also human. And I'm going to do what I always tell other people to do when they're vulnerable and having meltdowns. Take really good care of yourself and be gentle. So that's what I'm trying to do today. So it's kind of a day of taking it down a notch. And I ended up talking with someone that needed some advice and help, and that felt really good to actually be able to help someone. So from the comfort of my bed, under my cozy blanket, I told her I'm having a meltdown. I'm like crying and I'm a mess. And she said, well, you know, if I can, if I can bounce this off of you, she said, she'd appreciate it. And then it ended up being really great for her and really great for me. So that's another thing to do, is get out of myself and help someone else when I'm feeling so pitiful. With that, with all the barking and everything, I think my husband's home with cottage cheese. Signing off. Peace be with you, and may you thrive in your